beautiful beings of light. I hope you all are well. Congratulations. Welcome to the fourth dimension. Welcome to the fourth dimension. That was the channeled message that I received yesterday during the equinox energies. So depending on where you're at in the world, you either experienced a vernal equinox in the northern hemisphere, which is where I am, and right on cue, a flock of thousands of starlings have come into our yard. I actually asked for a sign, and they all just flew right in. If I can, I'll try to show you a video clip. But if you're in the southern hemisphere, you experienced an autumnal equinox, which means that you are moving into the autumn. In either case, there was a huge shift. We reached the 0 point energy, which is equal parts day and night. And not only did we reach a 0 point energy with the equinox for the earth, we reached a 0 point energy with the sun moving into Aries at 0 degrees. So this truly was the defining moment for the fourth dimensional reality. We have been in labor since the Great Convergence on December 21st. And if you've been doing the work, which if you're exchanging energy with me here on this channel, you definitely have been doing the work. We've been transmuting cords and tethers. We've been aiding and assisting our soul groups. We have been purging the last remnants of our 3D blueprint. And as of yesterday, they are gone. If you remember, we had a quantum shift. We saw some ancestral karma healing. We really have. We've been working so hard to get to this moment in time. And I don't know about you, man, but I definitely felt amazing energies flooding the planet yesterday and today. And it just is so magnificent. So, yes, that is the message that I am bringing you here today. I'm going to go inside so I can sit down with my notes and share with you a little bit more in depth. But I just had to come out here. The sun is shining. There's, this gorgeous flock of birds singing away in my backyard. And it's just such a momentous demarcation in our evolutionary process and for the planet Earth at this time. It's exciting. It really, truly is. So I'll see you in a second. Okay, I am back inside with my notebook and my 1,000 scattered channeled notes, which I could not hold and film at the same time. So yes, yesterday was the equinox. We were at a 0 point energy, And if we're looking at it from the perspective of tethering, all of our power comes from the 0 point. It all comes from the now, okay? And the sun moved into Aries also at a 0 point energy, and Aries being the beginning or the birth of the astrological chart. So yesterday was the official birth of the fourth dimension. Now, some of you guys are probably like, wait a second, I thought you said we already were in the fourth dimension. What the heck is going on? And that is true, okay? But if you remember this from all of the plethora of videos that I have done, and if you are new to this channel, welcome. I'm so excited to have you here. And if you have not seen my tethering video, which is the jumping off point from which all of the channeled information I receive comes from, check that out first and then jump back in here. So yes, so we the Great Convergence happened. There's so much information coming through. Like, the Great Convergence happened on 12/21. So this portal opened. Our bandwidths, our tethers, the spectrum, the light spectrum of our tethers, our cords and tethers, expanded on 12/21. And the fourth dimensional template came online at that time. Now, if you remember this from the perspective of what a dimension is, it's a point of perception. It's the way we experience reality. Okay. And most of us, all of us, are holding belief systems in more than one dimensional reality at any given time. And the aggregate of all of those belief systems make up our dominant resonant frequency. Okay, so most of us that are exchanging energy with me here had already been experiencing a fourth dimensional reality, because your dominant resonant frequency was at a 4.0 or higher. And typically, we are probably experiencing the higher fourth to fifth dimensional reality in any given now moment. But on 12/21, the bandwidth expanded, the gateway opened, we entered the Age of Aquarius, all right? And we began transmuting any of the cords and tethers, any of the frequencies that were still rooted in a third dimensional reality. Also, what happened during that moment was that we reached the tipping point where 51% of the collective, okay, were residing at a dominant resonant frequency of a 4.0 or higher. However, it did not mean that even if you had reached a fourth dimensional, a 4.0 or higher, you weren't still dealing with, right, manifesting 3D tethers within your spectrum. Now, as of yesterday, for this group of us, that is done. That is gone. Any remnants of a third dimensional reality are no longer a part of your blueprint. And that is exciting. That is why so many souls are coming down on the planet right now, is to experience what you are experiencing right now in this lifetime. So never again, okay, no matter what happens, remember, fourth dimensional reality is the bridge. There's still duality, okay, but it's the shift from separateness to unity. So never again, even in your most difficult, your most challenging moments, will you ever feel that you are separate and apart. Never again are you going to think that reality is created for you, not the other way around. Okay, you have firmly rooted in a 4.0 or higher as of yesterday. And I'm going to go into detailed, just like my first tethering video, I've been working the last few days on another video, which you'll have to check out, which goes into detail about the harvest. How is it that some of us are in a fourth dimensional reality when some of us is still in a third dimensional reality? How is it that the collective is in a fourth dimensional reality when it may not appear that way? I'm going to answer all of those questions for you and more on this video that I'm bringing out. Look for it. I believe they told me the title is going to be The Harvest is a Weaving. The Harvest is a Weaving. So definitely check that video out. I'm hoping to have both of these edited and uploaded tonight or tomorrow morning. But today I just kind of wanted to give a broad overview of what it means for us now. Those of us that have fully stepped into a 4.0 and higher in our dominant resonant frequency. And so the messages that I've received for that are that we are now going to, be experiencing more balance in the autonomic nervous system in both hemispheres of the brain. Remember, that's something I discussed in the last channeled message regarding dropping original sin, that blueprint. And we've really been working on shedding the automaton within, becoming the observer. This is going to be much easier now. Our manifestation abilities are going to be on fire, okay? If you are trying to manifest, you're going to see that. You're going to see that really coming online. Let's see. Oh, the other thing that they explained is that you may begin to see more kind of glitching in your reality, in the reality. So this began happening for me in that golden mantis transmission I put out. I've been gifted with this new ability when I'm looking at objects. It's kind of hard to describe it. I can see the kind of the aura or the illusory nature of and the temporal nature of all things, but at the same time I can see that they hold a consciousness. So the other thing I've been noticing are more glitches in reality itself. It'll kind of blip in and out for a moment. I've definitely been able to see more energies now. I also am able to look out at just my surroundings, especially outside. So you may want to try this, and you can see the energy moving through the air. You can see the light and the particles, and you can see the waves of it, kind of like what it looks like when you see a heat wave, but all the time. So many of these gifts are going to be coming online for us. Our telepathic abilities are going to strengthen now. I've always had telepathic abilities with certain individuals in my life, but I'm starting to now have that with some of the members of the coalition. So that is immense. You also are going to begin to feel the collective's energies much more strongly. Now, this is kind of like a blessing and a curse. If you've been a collective empath like I am, you learn to, kind of tease out over time what is yours and what belongs to the collective. But that is simply because you're being gifted with the ability to transmute these energies. One of the things they talked about was that, and I believe I discussed it in the last Quantum Tarot, was that while we were bridging this gap, okay, so we've made it across the bridge now. We're standing on the other side, and some people are still in the middle of the bridge. They're still on the other side of the bridge. It is going to be pulling us into true neutrality. And also because we are grid holders, we're holding a higher dominant resonant frequency than most of the rest of the collective. We're magnetizing, we're pulling, we are weaving the other souls, in this direction. And in doing that, we have the gift of being able to help transmute those energies, certainly for our soul groups. But now this is where the real work begins, where we're really, aiding and assisting the collective. The other thing, and I know some of you have already began to experience this as well, is that our connection with animals is going to intensify. Many of you have a special connection with the animals and the insects of the planet, and we are going to be able to begin communication with these beings much more effectively, as well as more contact with, kind of elemental beings as well. I'm also being told that the angelic connection is very strong right now. And for those of you that feel a strong connection to the angelic realm, this is a time when you will be able to begin channeling. I'm definitely hearing that a lot of you have channeling capabilities. Well, we all are channels, but that you're very keen and interested in that. And I'm thinking about doing something with that here on my channel as well, because I know a lot of you that I talk to behind the scenes are kind of, really keen on developing those abilities. that's going to become much more easy for you. And the other thing is more a contact, the way that I received with, extraterrestrial type energies, and the veil. Now that you're firmly rooted in a fourth dimensional reality, with the alien, I don't want to call it alien, but extraterrestrial, extra dimensional is the way that I view it. Craft has always been there. It's always been there since the permissions were granted. But we just were not able to see with our eyes at the time. So I know I've been experiencing that almost nightly now in the sky. So lots of really exciting stuff happening for us, you guys. And, this is literally just the beginning. We are now, firmly rooted in a fourth dimensional reality, and things are going to begin shifting very quickly in your realities. You're definitely going to begin to see the fruits of the labor. We birthed this new dimensional reality yesterday, and with that comes obviously new challenges and responsibilities, but so many more gifts are going to become available to us. And like I said, I am discussing the ins and outs from a quantum perspective, what that means for the collective, what that means in terms of what, is known kind of across the board as the harvest. My team is calling that the weaving. And I'm really going in depth as to how the whole process works for us. So I don't want to go into that too much in this video and duplicate the information. I really just wanted to come on here because it was so exciting. I planned on doing a video yesterday, but then I really wanted to just kind of experience the energy for myself and make sure that I was, giving you the right message. For me, I'm not driven by content creation. I'm driven by spirit, and I don't have a set schedule for when I post these videos. I post when I'm directed to post, and I want to make sure that the information I'm giving you is authentic, that it's clear. And it was really funny because I took a shower and I was doing, like my whole meditation and cleansing rituals. And I get some of my best channeled messages in the shower. So I'm usually like in there until the hot water runs out. And then that's fine because I end with the cold, and try to do that whole cold immersion. So I start with the hot and end with the cold. And I said to my team, hey, look, if I want to make sure if I'm coming forward with like such a universally momentous announcement that, this is the truth for people on this timeline. And so I need some sort of sign from you. And I stepped out of the shower and I was still like in my towel and my robe. And all of a sudden I just heard all of these birds. And I looked out the window and there were just thousands of these birds in my backyard. And I was like, okay, a few birds would have been mental, but this is just like over the top. Thank you so much, Spirit. So I'm going to end this video with the little bit of the video clip. I had to go run and grab my camera and everything, just so you guys can see what I saw. But yeah, love, light, and blessings to all of you. I'm really excited about this next phase in our evolutionary process. And I'm just really, I feel very happy and blessed to be, bringing this information forward to you all. And, I'm just getting such lovely feedback and, getting to know so many of you behind the scenes. And that's been wonderful. I do want to say, I know this is kind of a rambling message, but I do want to say for those of you that don't know my kind of personal backstory, I do not run on linear time. So just like I don't have a regular posting schedule, although it seems like I'm posting sometimes a couple times a week, sometimes once a week. But I run on like a every other week kind of schedule right now. Just the way that my childcare schedule is with my son. And for those of you that know me know that I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and so does he. And that he's also on the autism spectrum. And so we homeschool, and we have occupational therapy and aqua therapy. And I just really try to immerse myself in that role when he's with me, and, try to be there with 100% of my energy. And then when he is with his dad, I immerse myself in Love Manifest, and I am trying to aid and assist everyone that I possibly can during that time frame. So I typically go back and forth where, I will be online and, pretty readily available for, like a 4-day period, and then I'm off, and then I'm on. So if you have messaged me or you've reached out to me and it takes me a day or two to get back to you, I'm not ignoring you at all. I'm actually very anxious, but again, just like I don't just bring out content, I don't just message someone to message or make small talk. I am, in the now. I'm present. When you're talking to me, you're fully with me, and I want to give you 100% of my energy. And so when I do reach out to you, it's authentic in nature. So just be patient with me if that's the experience that you're having. I guess this was kind of turned into one of my vlog posts as well, but I just had so much to kind of catch up with you guys about. I also am thinking, and you'll have to tell me in the comments down below, but a few of you have been asking if we could do like, if you could get to know me on like Zoom or, like a video chat. And have like little, tea parties. And I thought, well, that's so fun. And so I've been trying to set that up with a couple of you. But I thought, what if, maybe twice a month, we all got together and did a Love Manifest tea party where we can discuss our experiences, because so many of you are having these like mega profound experiences after we're done exchanging information. And you guys really are all so much alike, and I just want you all to kind of get to know each other. So if that's something that you would be interested in doing, just like an hour, twice a month, maybe on a Sunday morning or something, we all grab a cup of coffee and have a chat. I could also go live. I haven't done that before, but I don't know. So, but I don't really want to do that. I mean, I do at some point, but I want to be able to see your faces, like all of us to see each other's faces and connect with one another. So if that's something that, really resonates with you, let me know in the comments below. And if that's something that you guys are interested in, we can make that happen. I also think I'm going to begin doing exchange of energy readings. I have been instructed by Spirit that I am going to be moving into the next phase of treating my EDS, and that requires therapies like red light therapy, aqua hydrotherapies, laser therapies that are not covered by my insurance. So as an exchange of energy, I am thinking that I will be doing, in exchange for donation, either a shadow tether reading, a quantum leap, or a tethers of the sun. And if there's another grid that you are, more keen on tapping into, then we could make that happen too. So look for that, coming up here in probably the next few weeks, if that's something that you would be interested in. So love, light, and blessings to all of you. Look for this next video that I'm putting out. I'm pretty excited about it too. I hope this helps someone out there. I'm sending you all big, big, big love. Bye.